New here at 5, we have an update on the foiled murder plot devised by a group of 5th graders in Surprise last fall.
A group of 10-year-old friends mapped out a meticulous plan to kill their classmate. And last week, we brought you the exclusive interview with the parents of the intended victim. Tonight, we're learning more about the consequences for those other kids. And our Micaela Marshall's in studio. It took a while to get those details because this went through juvenile court.
Yes, we just got some answers today from the court. And a big part of that interview with the victim's parents was them sharing their frustration that their son still has not received the court-ordered apology letters from the defendants. And I just found out today those letters may never come.
How do we know we're not going to run into them? What school system are they in? Like, we don't have any of that information.
On a quest for closure, Nick Bernardi and Brittany Mudd recently sat down for an exclusive interview. Last school year, their 10-year-old son with autism was the target of a murder plot devised by his friends. The plan was foiled, and 4 5th graders, ages 10 and 11, were arrested by Surprise police. All participated in a juvenile diversion program to avoid formal charges. But the victim's family says they never received the court-ordered apology letters.
I'm sorry. That gives a lot to a kid, you know, and he needs to know he's important too.
As it turns out, that apology may never come. According to the Maricopa County Court, apology letters written as part of diversion are not typically shared with victims.
So what's the point of an apology letter if it's not sent to the victim?
So that can be a learning moment for, kids that are accused of wrongdoing, but it doesn't fulfill the closure that the victims want.
Criminal defense attorney Russ Richelsoph is not connected to this case, but he has experience with juvenile court.
I strongly suspect that what happened in this case is that the juveniles were assigned write an apology letter. They wrote the apology letter. The probation officer, checked it as done on the list of things they needed to do and considered the case resolved and never took the steps to actually send the apology letters to the victim's family. Should that have been done? Yes.
Nick and Brittany say their son is doing his best to move on in a new school, but he's more isolated.
I think maybe a small part of that is him waiting for that accountability of being told that we're sorry.
Maricopa County Court confirms all students completed all diversion requirements and are no longer in the program. I spoke with Brittany again today, and she says this makes no sense. She wonders how there can be any closure if the apology letters are not sent to the person who deserves an apology.
Yeah, you asked the question. I'm so glad you asked. What's the point of an apology letter if it goes nowhere? And clearly these parents, there was some sort of miscommunication because they thought it was coming for their son, an apology of some sort. As far as criminal charges are concerned, any insight into why nothing criminal was ever filed in this case?
So that was another part of the conversation today with that criminal defense attorney, and he was explaining just how difficult it is to prosecute children, especially children this young. There's a lot of reasons for that. One of the main things, you have to prove competency, and what that means is that the children need to understand how the court works. What is the law? Who is the judge versus the prosecutor? What are their different roles? What are your constitutional rights? And at 10 and 11, it's really difficult to prove that they are competent to understand those things. So diversion is a common way to hold kids accountable in these kinds of situations.
Yeah, and in the first story that you did, one of the kids was even kind of laughing or making light of it, like they didn't take it seriously, understanding the seriousness of this. So hopefully it's hitting home for them now and for all the others out there as a cautionary tale. Micaela, thank you.